Original versus definitive. Which version is better when completing Reuniting the Families? In this mission you talk to your three homies at Sweet's house. They tell you about the meet of the families at the Jefferson's motel. You take them all to the motel. Sweet enters it but gets a police ambush and the Ryder and Smoke shook on you. You enter the motel cause you ain't no buster and try to save Sweet. You go through many corridors, taking out many SWAT guys, and finally reach Sweet. You go to the roof and take down a helicopter. Smoke and Ryder show up and you enter a car. As Smoke drives, you protect your homies with the AK from Emmett. You survive many shots, a helicopter crash and a billboard crash with your three homies, and finally all of you go your separate ways. We'll compare tasks, execution, speedrun tactics and gameplay. Both games are vanilla, played on PC. My name is BadInfo, so leave a like and subscribe for more comparison videos. Now let's see how Reuniting the Families compares between both versions. Alright, first I gotta mention the lighting in the original. There's only so much you can do with the lighting engine in 2004, but what they accomplished is worthy of praise. We've seen this effect, but this is the cutscene which showcases it the best. What I'm talking about is the sun rays coming out the window. They are amazing for a game so old. What's unfortunate is that the definitive does not have the rays. The room still looks great, but a few rays would have been welcomed. Speaking of the room, it was spruced up quite a bit, as we have many new items scattered around. As you also see, the fan in the original is off, but in the definitive it's on. We established before that they never turn them off, even if nobody is in the house. Also, by the way, look at the lamps in the mirror. They are off in the room, but in the mirror they're actually on. Kinda weird if you ask me, but the room looks great anyway, and I like the improvements. So how's the next cutscene? Well, the helicopter has no searchlight in the definitive, and I have no idea why, since there was one in the original. At least there are some lights on the bottom, and these are not in the original. Here is where the problems begin. In the original it's very useful knowing how much health the SWAT guys have at any given time. Just aim and see. The definitive does not show the health. Another thing is cover locations. The SWAT guys can take cover behind certain objects. When you shoot these objects, it shows how they are destroyed with a single animation. Well, this animation is gone from the definitive and they just disappear. Also, for some reason the money pickups in this mission are huge. Look at that! The original has proper money proportions. No room has suffered any changes, and all items are at the same place between both versions. When you get to the roof, a helicopter will spot you and 4 SWAT guys will shoot at you. Since we have a spotlight, this section is very exciting and engaging since you don't even know what you're shooting at. We don't have a spotlight in the definitive, so we just aim and shoot, easy peasy. Alright then, what about the car chase? This is absolutely awful in the definitive. Why? Well, because the sensitivity of the mouse is severely reduced. The DPI during this chase feels like it's half, and if you don't increase it yourselves, you have a bad time. The original does not have this problem. Something else I haven't mentioned before is how the game handles firing a weapon. The original plays at 25 FPS. If you play at 60, weapons will fire quicker and eat up ammo quicker too. Well, if you don't know, the definitive's game mechanics are tied to 60, so whichever weapon you fire, it will fire quicker, meaning that you have to reload often. It's very obvious in this mission in particular because the reloading times are huge. You lose a lot of time reloading instead of shooting. When a helicopter hits your car, you'll see a beta model of the officer. Well, they actually did not fix this in the definitive and the cop still has the beta model, but it's also retextured. Alright, so how about the speedrun? In a speedrun, a spray can is your best friend. You can go through the whole motel sometimes, even barely getting shot. You have a crap ton of time since you just blind everyone you pass and they can't shoot you because they're blind. Well, say goodbye to this trick in the definitive because they will shred you in a second. It's not impossible, but many would not risk it so late in Los Santos and having to reset the speedrun. That's not the only downgrade though. In the original, taking out the helicopter is fast since we have the pause buffer mechanic. Just throw a grenade, hold your escape button, the fuse of the grenade continues, but the game pauses so it doesn't move. Therefore it will explode the helicopter. This cannot be done in the definitive, so it's very slow destroying it. Lastly, as you're being chased, you can shoot your own car and max out your AK skill. Your car will not take damage and you get quick skill increases. This works in both versions, and in the definitive it increases quicker since you shoot quicker too. Wow, this mission sucks in the definitive, downgrades in each section. Going through the motel is not that fun and speedrunning it is a major pain now. Still a fun mission though, but the original wins this one. Congratulations! If you guys disagree with me, then let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and a very special thank you to my top channel members and patrons: Monish Pradeep, Alex Chavez, Max Robinson, Max Rich, Born to Talent, LMP Racing, Mustafa Aziz, Case Knight, Smokey, and everybody else on the screen. Become a supporter today.